Thank you so much for being here. I want to start by saying how impressed I am that we were all able to get here on time. I've been doing this for 20 years, and this may be the first time that's ever happened. So here's the cool thing for you guys. If you can do that twice in a row, then I get to push that call time closer and closer to the performance so you don't have to sit there in your car. So thank you so much for taking care of that piece. We were able to use that portion of time after they got here for some really good stuff, so thank you very much. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mr. Barnes. I am the band director here at North Shore Middle School. To kick the concert off with the Cadet Band. The Cadet Band is our beginning band. They didn't know what band instruments were, some of them, at the beginning of the year. And usually the first day of class is, hi, what's your name, and what did you want to play this year? And I got a whole lot of like, oh, I'll play the guitar, man. And I had to explain to them the difference between being in band and being in a band. And so these students have gone from not even knowing what band instruments are necessarily to being able to perform a portion of a concert for you tonight. So we're going to start by presenting a collection of short songs. It's always a little bit awkward because you're like, do I clap or don't I clap? Because the songs are really, really short. I'm going to invite you to clap when I turn around and face you and smile. If you don't see me smiling, don't clap yet, it's not time. Thank you so much. Here's the Cadet Band. Not knowing what instrument it is to being able to do all that. So I'm extremely proud of them. No beginning band concert would be without our finale, grand finale, the tune that everyone came here to hear, Hot Cross Buns. At this point, if you are in the concert band, would you please very carefully, it's a go, very carefully make your way down to the same seats you were in before. Cadet band may go take your space there, take everything that you have with you right there. Go there now. Now we're going to welcome our concert band to the stage. We will start with Winter Winds. if you are a student in the room, or a former student of mine in the room, or a parent of a student or a former student in this room, would you please give a big round of applause to say thank you to Miss Jolly. She's not just a crash cymbal player when we need an extra percussionist. For those of you who don't know, Jolly works with all of our students up until they get to the symphonic band level to help them develop those skills. I myself am a brass specialist, and so I work more closely with the brass and the woodwinds, but she's got all of the answers that I don't have when it comes to woodwinds, and we could not do this program without her tremendous expertise. So thank you, Ms. Jolly. I'd also like to thank extra percussionist number 2. Anne is my TA in concert band. She really plays the clarinet, but I said, hey TA, I need you to do this thing, and she went back there and she did it, and she sounds great, so thank you, ma'am. So, a few disasters ago, if you'll recall, it was the wildfires. So, we're going to play Inferno in the Lost Pines. I actually chose that before I knew that we were having wildfire issues. But here it is. We hope you enjoy it. I didn't say carefully, loud, or clear enough last time. Would you please carefully exit those bleachers? Wait there for a moment. You guys carefully go back into the bleachers, taking everything that you brought with you. As soon as it's clear, symphonic band, go ahead and take your seats.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jason Bendixson, and I serve as a volunteer on the board, the booster board for the North Shore Middle School music programs. I am co-treasurer along with Elenita, and we have some hats that we're going to pass around where you can offer a donation to support this program. I'm just going to start this one here. There's a few back there. They're rolling around too. We are working with Mr. Barnes and Micah to help foster a culture of excellence and good things happening here at North Shore Music. And we want to encourage you to be generous with your money if you can. You can also be generous with your time as we sort together volunteer opportunities and other ways to support this program. A well-funded program helps Mr. Barnes and Micah to establish kind of a larger vision for how they want to create a really healthy, thriving music program here at the middle school that will have a great impact on students and the school at large. So we just encourage you to be generous with us. We have a meeting on the fourth Thursday of every month. That's what it is. So the next one is January 26th. It will be here in the band room, and we encourage you to join us if you're interested in participating with us as we support this amazing program. Thank you very much. It wasn't until just the other day that I realized that our symphonic band, which is our most experienced group here at the middle school, has never performed in this gym. Their home gym, they've never had a performance. I'm the lucky guy that gets to say I'm the first guy that had to cancel a band concert in all of America due to COVID. We literally had a concert for I think it was 2 days after the school shut down when that first started to happen. So it's wonderful that we finally, 8th graders, get to have a concert in our own gym. So this is our symphonic band, and we are going to start tonight with Shadowfire.
Typically, we could do music that I feel is like important for their development and their progress through the musical ideas that we do, and the stuff that they want to play, the movie music, the video game music, stuff that I love doing as well. I usually make them work for it. We do it in the spring. But again, coming out of online learning, I just decided there's no really good reason to not play the fun stuff even at the beginning of the year. So we're going to play a medley of tunes from How to Train Your Dragon because it's fun. I just asked August to dance back there until the lights go back on. Super talented, I love it. This next piece is a little odd for a couple of reasons. If you are familiar with the Marvel movies and the idea of the multiverse, or if you're a science fiction fan and you've seen or read stories about alternate realities, this piece is kind of an alternate reality kind of thing called Santa the Barbarian, where he's not such a nice man. And it made a little more sense when we were going to do it back at the end of November as well. So thank you, Snowden. But since it is a multiverse, there's no reason Santa can't barbarian during January. And to help tell that story, I have invited Mr. Charlie Fix, who is the band director at Inglemoor High School, and who also serves as the school district's music coordinator, to come narrate the first few measures to help tell the story tonight. So, Mr. Charlie Fix.
Thank you. Mr. Barnes knows better than to give me a microphone, so settle in, folks. No, I'm kidding. I want to thank all of you for supporting your children, your family members' interest in music here at North Shore. I want to thank all of the performing students tonight for putting on such a great show and being very patient with your rescheduled concert. You all are so fortunate to be members of the North Shore Middle School community and have such an expert teacher as Mr. Barnes as the band instructor. And yes, let's give him a round of applause. I am very fortunate to be teaching at a high school where many of the students from Mr. Barnes' program come my way. Along those lines, if you are a parent of an 8th grader, or if you're an 8th grader and you're coming to Inglemoor High School, I'm here to answer your questions, or I'm happy to answer them at any time about what high school music's all about. We really hope that our students and you guys will continue your journey in music. In my role as music coordinator, one of my goals is to make our music programs as accessible as possible to all students in our communities. And along those lines, one of our initiatives that we have in cooperation with North Shore Schools Foundation and with North Shore Music Partners is we're always looking for instruments that might be not currently used in families' houses or in closets or buried somewhere. Maybe you have an older child who played in high school and they don't anymore, and you've got a clarinet hiding somewhere. We want that clarinet, okay? Our partners at North Shore Schools Foundation will take those instruments, we'll send them to the repair shop, get them all professionally working again and all like new, and we'll put them in the hands of someone who needs them. So that's just, be thinking about that. As you go home, if you've got an instrument hiding somewhere, we would love to take that off your hands and put it in the hands of someone who can use it on a daily basis. And without further ado,
Santa the Barbarian!
winds blew in an age long ago, and the Yuletide season brought in the darkness and snow. They told of a gift giver in Tome's antiquarian. From the far icy wastes he comes, a Santa the Barbarian.
home, maybe thank your student because this is the best that they have ever played any of that stuff. Which is the way it should be. And if you could also talk to them about practicing a little bit more so that they can sound that way 2 weeks before the concert so I lose less sleep, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to ask your students to stay here for just another 2 minutes. Everyone's going to take one chair, one stand. We're going to move it over up to the carts, right? So we're going to stack the stands, we're going to rack the stands, we're going to stack the chairs. And that way, PE can still do PE here in the morning, right? So just take 2 minutes. It's going to be 1 or 2 items per student after you have put your instrument away in its case so that it is nice and safe. Thank you very much. Once you have done your 1 or 2 items, you may go home.